you as a mom feel good and feel like things are kind of calm and in control, then your kids feel that, your spouse, your pet, everybody feels that. And so it's, taking that time to create a little bit more calmness in the chaos of motherhood. In COVID, I think we all remember clicking on Amazon and shopping a lot to try to find things to entertain our kids. And so the boxes and the toys and everything piled up. And I realized that the need to declutter was greater than ever. And so that's sort of how NeatFreak SoCal began. And I haven't really stopped since. I really kind of had to re-examine sort of my family's systems and lifestyle, which continues to evolve and change. They're growing, right? And that's one of the things about organizing. It's not one and done. It takes some maintenance and some care, but it doesn't have to be hard. We're all human. We all have things that come up unexpectedly, but it's really kind of making that habit, turning sort of the behavior into a habit, finding those ways to just neaten up. And that usually, if you can involve your kids, your spouse to help out, it's not all on you. It shouldn't be. But the more you do it, then the less out of place things get. Too much stuff really does clutter our brains and does actually cause a lot of stress.
That's why I think most of us, that's where we need a professional, because it can get overwhelmed.
It can get overwhelming. And it comes down to really implementing this system. And I find that people like to get ahead of themselves and they say, okay, Christina, I have this big plan for my pantry or for my closet or garage. And then I started the project and, got in over my head. I think people bite off more than they can chew. But I pretty much really talk and ask a lot of questions of the individual, the family. I really want to know that person's lifestyle and sort of the day-to-days and also their honest, truth about how they are. They may say to me, let me tell you, this is not fun for me. This is, I am messy, or I am scattered. I like that information so that I can then understand where they're coming from. And I try to meet every client where they're at. What I find rewarding is when I see someone's aha moment where they they're kind of trying to buy into it and go along and sort of like, okay. And then they get this momentum where they start to text me, hey, look what I did on my own, or, and so that excites me and makes me really proud because anybody can learn to do this and be successful. I like to come in and really show that we have to do the hard work first, which is editing and cleaning out and donating or tossing, and then categorizing, organizing everything. And then the last thing is sort of the aesthetic, making it pretty, all of that. People think that it's like a personality trait. Like you can be organized or you're not. I think everybody can learn to be organized. It's a spectrum. Some people are tidier than others, but it's sort of the awareness of the process and knowing that putting in a little bit of time becomes a habit. And I think everybody can be successful and do it quite easily. Really need to look at every single thing and know why you have it, and do you still need it? Because asking yourself these questions, which really seem repetitive, really are, you'll get quick. It's a fast answer, and it's that practice of asking those questions will make your editing go faster and faster, and that's the habit that we're trying to build. That's one of the reasons I think people like having a professional organizer, is it that we kind of pace you and remind you that you're doing a great job. And last but not least, and probably most important, is embrace the imperfection. A practice makes progress. You're wonderful. Your family's wonderful. Not everybody's going to be on the same page as you, and you just need to calmly take that with stride because you're trying to make changes. Just have in the back of your mind that a tidier, cleaner space could provide you a lot of happiness in terms of being present with what you want to do.